Hello lovely people, how are you doing? Talking from Penedès, raining today as you can see. Probably very good for the vineyards and the vines, so we won't complain. I hope everything's going fine. I hope you're enjoying the activities. If you need anything, don't forget you can send us a comment. We do answer. Thank you very much to Spanish Wine Lovers page. They wrote a lovely article about us and what we're doing here. So today what we're going to do, we're going to look at wine glasses, we're going to look at Riedel. We're going to break the class down into two parts like every time. We're going to look at the activity first of all, we're going to correct it, and in the second part we are going to look at their webpage where they have some lovely resources for language learners and wine lovers alike. See you in a minute. Okay, so here goes the answers to our true-false question. The first Riedel's name was Maximilian. This was false. It was in fact Johann Christoph. Johann Leopold Riedel was a glass gilder and painter. This was true. Joseph Riedel started to work at the age of 14 for his father. This was false, not because of the age, but because it was for his uncle. Klaus J. Riedel had a vision. He was the one that started colouring glass. This is false. He was actually the one that steered away from creating coloured and cut glass to this plain, unadorned, thin-blown, long-stemmed wine glasses. And the last one, the Riedel glass, has been exhibited in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. This is true. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go on and look a little bit at the Riedel webpage, where there is something quite curious when it comes to English vocabulary. Okay, so as I just said, I think this is fascinating, this type of web page. It obviously is about a brand, Riedel brand, but it talks about, and as we've already seen, it talks about the history and generation, or the generations of the company. But for me, one of the main highlights of this page, apart from the glasses, or apart from their Riedels and the collections, they have here this lovely resource, Why Shape Actually Does Matter. And it talks about the shapes and the pleasure behind wine. It talks about the three parts of the wine, the bowl, the stem and the base. It gives us what type of message comes from the wine and why exactly the shape does matter. It gives us examples. It gives us different examples of their glasses and which glass is used for which wine. These glasses have been tested with over, I would say, 1,000 people. So they are very concise when it comes to what type of glass goes with what type of wine. You can also find here the colors of wine. Now, I usually say that when we're talking about color, the best person to talk to would be a painter. If we're talking about aromas, the best type of person would be a perfumist. And if we're talking about the taste, probably the best type of person to talk to would be a chef. But a wine lover and a wine taster takes a general view of each and every one of these when we're tasting wine. Now, I always say that we could just give you a list of vocabulary and you would have to learn the vocabulary, but that, I'm afraid, doesn't always work in language learning. We have to see vocabulary in context. And this is why I give you these web pages, for you to go to these web pages and find out and read words in context. Okay, so enjoy, have a look at it, read it. It's fascinating, it's lovely to read. Thank you very much, Riedel. A very warm thanks to Jordi Segura at Euroselecció. Our tasting room is an official Riedel tasting room in Vilafranca del Penedès, and we've always tried to go with the best, and I think Riedel just it tops everything off. Okay, so thank you once again, speak soon, Hope you enjoyed.
Okay, so we hope you enjoyed that. Next day, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some words specifically used when tasting wines. I look a little bit like John Travolta right there. That's better. Okay, so yeah, so about tasting wines. All right, so thank you very much, lovely family. See you soon. Keep safe.